Part luxury vehicle, part off-roader, with permanent four-wheel drive. A vehicle at home in Sag Harbor at the polo match, or at a Hamptons equestrian exhibition. A statement vehicle to let the world know you can go wherever you want, and with its stellar off-roading reputation, you pretty much can. The vehicle described is the Range Rover Classic, a bona fide classic which set the benchmark for all luxury SUVs, redefining luxury transportation for eternity. British luxury is defined by Jaguar, Rolls-Royce, and Bentley, but the tall seating position provides an unrivaled commanding presence over the road only Land Rover could provide. When it comes to rearward visibility, there's nothing that's obstructing your view. When it comes to the installation of a backup camera in these older vehicles, it's completely unnecessary because if you look back through that window, there's nothing that's obstructing your view. Now, if you see me sitting in the back seat of my own Range Rover, it is a completely cramped. It's obvious that I'm extremely cramped. My knees are hitting the backrest of the front passenger, and it's not necessarily very comfortable. There were multiple variants of this vehicle. This specific vehicle that I'm sitting in is the short wheelbase model. A car that would probably be a little bit more comfortable for me if I was ever a passenger in my own vehicle is the long wheelbase model. And on Bring a Trailer or other auction sites, the long wheelbase models tend to bring a little bit more money because they are a little bit more comfortable whenever you sit in the back seat. Despite having less legroom than a passenger on Spirit Airlines, the luxurious materials were those you'd find in a Mercedes or Jaguar from the same period. 1990s luxury was defined by leather and wood, and this vehicle had it. As a final year addition, Land Rover pulled out all the stops and used Sorel Connolly leather, the same leather hides you'd find in a Bentley. The wood detailing is also the best. Burl walnut veneers are used on all door panels and the center console. The cup holders seen are not stock, but pulled from the Land Rover Discovery Series 2. These came from my mom's car in Florida. They fastened perfectly onto the center console because the final year Range Rover used parts from the Discovery. Land Rover used Discovery parts in the final year because airbag regulations required for a modern dash, and rather than redesigning the existing dash, it was cheaper to use existing parts. The next generation 1996 Range Rover, the P38, was starting to arrive at the ports in Maryland, so it made financial sense to dive into the Discovery parts bin for an outgoing platform. Off-roaders know excessive power isn't needed because excessive wheel spin is a detriment to any off-roading situation. You can get a lot further by hitting approach angles at slow speeds instead of spinning the wheels in the sand at full throttle. Land Rover made these selling points when justifying the use of the antiquated Buick V8 into the early 2000s in everything from the Discovery to the Defender. The underpowered off-road philosophy was universal. A 1990s Wrangler used an underpowered four-cylinder to tackle obstacles in Moab. The splitting tailgate is one of the best features on the car. The ample storage space allows for a picnic on a warm summer day, while you and your loved ones can sit on the lower half of the tailgate. A subwoofer and a spare tire is located in the rear compartment, but for extreme off-roading situations, a spare tire is located on the roof rack of the vehicle. Also on the roof of the vehicle are kayak holders and spotlights. When it comes to commanding immediate notice at a Cars and Coffee, none of my vehicles gain more notice than the Range Rover Classic. These days, classics are commanding promising returns in the classic car market because owners of modern Range Rovers show interest in pairing them with the original. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell for every time I release a new video. Thank you for watching.